Hello everybody, this is Marwa and it's a beautiful day. Oh, 19. Every sad. I don't do much on my tablet much, it's only games I play. But then I play World Cup game, it's just I it makes it play World Cup. I'm glad, my husband is happy for me every again. Hey beautiful. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah? What? What happened? What happened? Yeah, you're cute. You're beautiful. I'm working tonight. This is when I start working, I just doing that stuff. On my day off, um, so I do work out and my son do YouTube videos, work back if he want to. When I'm pitching him where I ask him, hey, do you want to make, do you want to pay my tablet, like, kind fit it? Yeah, sure. I was just not that parents, push the kids, we're gonna do that. I'm thinking of deleting my video game. Yeah, yeah. What video game do you want me to play? I don't know. I kind of don't want to watch my videos anyway. God. Yeah, why making videos and I want to watch it? You know why I do the videos I want to do? Because I like to work out. What I got TikTok, it's just I do.
Side. I guess Blake would be considered a catch. I mean, he had money, came from a well-off family, had celebrity friends, or at least hung out with celebrities. So it's like, oh my god, somebody. Bitches love that. So with that being said, in 2006, Blakey he meets a woman named Amanda. Now Amanda was or is she's a former model. Okay. Now just like everybody else, she's got some baggage. Okay. So she meets Blake. She's like, oh my god, yes, you're so great. And she tells him like my last relationship was such a disaster, and guy Blake, like, he's just the opposite of my last boyfriend. Not dead or in prison. I guess Blake was more shy and introverted, and some would consider him a bit nerdy. Whatever the hell that means. Many would say that when it came to Blake and Amanda, it was like a opposite attract type of deal. You know, like Amanda was outgoing party girl, and Blake was introverted, nerdy, whatever the hell that means. But you know, maybe she was trying something new. Her last boyfriend didn't work out for her. Not blaming her. Not blaming her. Just saying, maybe she's trying something new. Amanda and Blake date for a few years before marrying in 2011, but at that time, Amanda was already pregnant with their first son. And they seemed to like genuinely just love each other. Some speculated, I don't know, that they were getting married because they're having a son and it was for like legal purposes. I feel like that's a rich people thing, so it kind of makes sense, but maybe they just loved each other. Okay, so Blake wasn't really making a lot of money from his graphic novels. He was actually getting a monthly allowance from his parents and then using that to pay for everything. Blake was getting $18,000 a month from his parents for just being born. And he got just over $1.7 million over 8 years until 2011. And that's when his mom, Blake's mom, had died of brain cancer. That's sad. And that's when the payments ended up stopping. So Blake is kind of panicking because he has no other source of income at all. How is he going to support his wife Amanda and their newborn son? What's he going to do? Get a job? Of course not. Blake is like, I know what I'll do. I'll sue my dad for the money from mom's estate. You know, since they split up and I lived with her, it's only fair that I get everything. It kind of makes sense because, like, no, it doesn't, but it kind of makes sense because a lot of stuff went to his dad, and they were like divorced for so long. Maybe they still liked each other though. Well, obviously, she left him a bunch of stuff. What I'm getting at is his mom's estate was worth about $12 million, but the court only ends up awarding Blakey about half, so $6 million. Great. Yeah, I'm sure you and I could be like, wow, Jack fucking pot. Great, I'm retiring. You'll never see me again. But, and there's a big but. Blake was not happy. He was very disappointed with this amount. He wanted the full 12 million. I was about to say 12,000. Okay, so Blake's not happy. Now he's trying to fight this, right? Because he thinks he deserves it all. Now the two main reasons why the courts only awarded him half. The first reason was because Blake didn't go to his mom's funeral. And Blake's friends said that Blake couldn't handle it because he was super close with his mom and like it was just too much for him, you know. And his friends also said that his mom was his whole world and her death was like really hard for him and that's why he didn't go. But the courts didn't see it that way. They're like, he does like not wanting to go and now you just want money. Yeah. Why didn't you go to the funeral? That's the last time you get to say goodbye. So he didn't go to the funeral, and the courts, they saw it as cold and as if he only cared about her money. The second reason was because in the will, his mom left Blake her condo in Florida and her really nice house in Toronto. And Blake already got this, and guess what he did with it? He instantly turned around and sold both properties and made several $1 million from the two sales. It was like, bud, where's your money going? Because you seem to be doing pretty well. Oh, gambling. Duh. Maybe that's where it's all going.
Whichever stereotype you're going to try to put on me isn't going to fit. That's for sure. Because there's no stopping.
In the court's eyes, this kid had already made so much off of his mother, and all he was doing was turning around, demanding more money, you know? And to them, like the courts, not a good look. Seemed real greedy. So they only gave him $6 million. They only gave him $6 million. Only $6 million. Blake keeps going back to the courts like, can I have some more, please? Like, you're good, Blake. You're good. Some believe that maybe Blake was doing this because he was angry at his dad, that his dad got so much money, and like they weren't even together, and he felt like, well, I deserve it more because I loved mom. Yeah, so that's what some people were speculating, but it's just an observation. We really don't know. It just sounds like he's greedy, honestly. He doesn't want to work. So it's around this time that Blake's friends are starting to drift away from him. They notice like a change in his attitude, a shift in his character. It kind of started when his mother was sick. He became more aggressive, like he started acting out. He would throw really awful tantrums, like a freaking 3-year old. And if he didn't get his way, he would just explode at his friends. He wasn't physically violent, but he was definitely verbally abusive to them. So he like yelled a lot, and he would verbally harass his friends, and then call them up and apologize the next day. Like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean what I said. So his friends, they weren't going to put up with his abuse anymore. No, they were not. They were like, we don't need this. We don't need a friend like you, okay? We don't need anybody like this in our lives. So his friends started dropping him. And nobody needs friends like that in their lives. If you have a friend like that, you get rid of them. Do not entertain that kind of behavior. No, you do not. Just ghost them. You could be an adult and like tell them, I guess, but ghosting is easier. But either way, get far away from those people. One of the issues that Blake seemed to have was that he didn't like to be alone and he was getting more and more lonely. So it was kind of like, I hate you, don't leave me kind of deal. You know, and with his bad behavior, no one wants to be around him, but he's like, please, don't leave me. It's just toxic and never ends. Gross. Well, I shouldn't be. Yeah, I should. He's gross. He does terrible things. With all that money, you think he would have like got a therapist? I don't know why people are so anti-therapist. They are just the best. So over the next 4 years, Blake became super erratic and very paranoid. And then one day during the summer of 2015, just out of nowhere, poof, Blake just picks up and he leaves his wife Amanda, who, might I add, was 8 months pregnant with their second child. He just upped and left. Okay, it was like a light switch went off, and like he just bye. Midlife crisis, maybe, huh? Poor thing though. She's like pregnant. It's the middle of summer. She's 8 months pregnant. Middle of summer. Okay, I hear that's like the worst time to be pregnant. And he just up and leaves her. Goodbye. So Blake, going through some kind of midlife crisis, he had met a new woman, and she was just his new world. Who is this mysterious woman? Well, her name is Yana Kassian. Yana? I'm just gonna call her Yana. That's her name. Great. Anyways, she was born January 27th, 1986 in Ukraine. Don't come for me. Donna is apparently this beautiful, tall brunette, dark eyes, and a very warm and inviting smile. Her friends and family would describe Donna as like a very happy person with a strong character and a fighting spirit. She was just smart as hell too, okay, because she was studying law in college, and later she would work as a tax office prosecutor in the Ukraine. So she's got brains, okay. She was fluent in English and Russian, and she had really big dreams of traveling the world and working as an interpreter. In 2014, while she was in her late 20s, she decided to follow her dream, and that's when she came to the United States in hopes for, I don't know, like a better future, you know. So she settled down in California, of course, like Los Angeles. That's where a lot of people, you know, not, I'm not hating, I'm just saying like. So she settled down in California, and she was able to land modeling jobs, okay? And she started to make like a career out of it. Now it's not clear how or where Blake and Yana met. Amanda's friends, they spread rumors that Yana, remember Amanda is the ex-wife, so one night they find out that Blake is dating this Yana girl, right? So they're all over, you know, typical girls are all over, and they start researching her, like looking into her background, and they believe that she was working for an escort service, and that's probably where they met because they found racy and nude photos of her on a certain website. Escort service or not, Blake was smitten he was like taking her out on lavish trips, expensive dinner, and spoiling her. Blake also bought her a condo for the two of them to move into and a Mercedes. She's believing that this guy is magical. Okay, he bought her a car and a condo. Great. Now Blake did tell Yana about Amanda, his ex-wife. He didn't hide his past from her, and he didn't want like any double life vibes going on. But he did tell her that his marriage was over, when in reality he was still very much married. I'm sorry, I already called her the ex-wife, but at this point they weren't exes yet, because he did file for divorce later that year, but by no means were they anywhere near it being finalized and being. He was still married. You get it? 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 So after a few months of dating, Blake, he proposed to Yana. He's like, I just love you so much. Oh my god. And he proposes to her. And then not long after that, he was now expecting not one kid, but two. Because his ex-wife was pregnant, Yana was pregnant. She got pregnant in August of 2015.
Yes.
Yeah, just very, very messy. And Donna was really excited. She wanted to be a mother. She wanted to be on May 3rd, 2016. Donna.
Yeah?
So after giving birth to her daughter, it seemed to Donna that her life was she had right in love with Christ. And I mean, she was like a well, and loved her. Can't be mad at her. But they definitely not on the same page. All of her here. Based off some text messages that he had sent to his friend, where he said some of his brothers' death might cause him to be. I guess his brother had developed a problem, which we found